Citizen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Locke going to throw on the first play. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Locke. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Striker, 3-3. Yellow, blue.
And Lance now to throw.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes call it bid. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back at it.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here we go, set.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers have moved out in front.
Gould with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On the option, running left is Lance.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Lance going to throw.
It's caught. Mitchell. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
The kick by Gould is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke.
And once again, it's Eskridge. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Seahawks at 4-9 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Locke going to go on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
To throw it is Locke. He hits his target, Lockett.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Lock to throw for it on fourth. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Throwing his Lance on third down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Lance looking to throw it.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. It's caught. Lockett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. On first down, Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing now is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Locke now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. This complete to Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On first down, Lance.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Lance now on first down.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down.
And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Now they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And it'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Ready?
Throwing now is Lance.
Into heavy traffic in it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This one goes underneath to Walker. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Mitchell trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Mitchell again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a short.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Eric Ebron, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 30 on 2nd down. Locke. He hits his target, Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's caught at the 25.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke.
He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Locke again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Locke.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. And moving down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Give running right is Mitchell. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
But once again, it's Mitchell.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
To throw, it's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this pass caught by Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
Room here to run. The 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now goal for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Locke.
And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And Walker has it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's good for the Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Locke to throw.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Now Locke.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
There he goes, right side.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Niners, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week as they will take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace phone going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators, could never